our course, we put in continue.siu.edu. Continue.siu.edu. If you have a guest login, you would click guest login here and then log in your credentials. If you have an SIU account because you're a student, faculty, or staff member, you wouldn't use the guest login. You would use this login here. You choose your SIU login and usually you enter your username and password, but my computer already recognizes me. You will choose the Certified Recovery Support Training, and this opens us up into the course. Now, what I like to do is I like to go directly into content. So if you look at the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see these folders. Now we have general course information folder, which has your workbook in it, has the schedule and your syllabus, and the digital story project, which we'll be doing throughout the semester. And after the general course information, all of the other folders coincide with the session titles. So I'm just going to open up one of the session titles, say the Introduction to Certified Recovery Support, or CRSS. And you'll notice that all of these sessions have the same structure. We've got our PowerPoint, our handouts, something called the garden, which we'll go over in class 2 or 3, I believe. You have your quiz, your assignment submission, and your additional resources if they apply. So something that's maybe a little bit tricky is in order to access something, you don't actually click on the folder title itself, you click on what's underneath it. And this happens to be the digital storytelling guide. Something about the handouts in D2L is they are readable documents, which means that you could be doing your dishes and D2L will read the document for you. And how you make something readable is you click on the speaker icon and you give it a minute to load, because making something readable does take a minute to load. And then you just hit listen. And the computer will.
SAMHSA logo, Substance Abuse and Mental Health and Services Administration.
All right, so that is an option under your handouts. Your quiz, remember to click underneath the folder, is due within 72 hours. And then you have your assignment submissions. So we have public submission and private submission here. So no, all of your weekly reflection assignments must be submitted in the private submission area to be counted, because we don't want our instructors to be looking all over the place for assignments. So if you choose to do a creative project, if you choose to do a journal entry addressing the weekly reflection questions, all of it goes into the private submission. So this means if you choose to do a creative project, it has to be something that you can eventually upload into D2L. If you choose, say you did this beautiful poster board art project, which is not uploadable in D2L, you just take a picture of it and then you upload the picture into D2L. You also have this public option. Journal entries are not able to be submitted for a public option because we don't want people to be censored or to be, on the other hand, to be performative and feel that pressure, because not only will the students in this class be viewing the public submissions, the students across classes can view the public submissions. It is a discussion board, so only the creative projects are able to be submitted in the public option as well. And then people can discuss other people's artwork. And we see this as community building across the courses, which is pretty cool. And then any additional resources here. And I think that's about it. And that should get you started on our D2L.